Hello and welcome to another opportunity to get and to keep the man of your dreams. Today I want to share how you can attract a Leo man. And if you've listened to more than one of my episodes, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, you already know that I'm a very spiritual person. And that's why today I decided for everyone who's also a little bit spiritual to show them how they can attract a Leo man. But in case you are not that spiritual and you don't believe in that kind of stuff, that's also okay, that's totally up to you. And then you can simply listen to this episode. I still believe that while listening to this episode, you will gain some value. And the first thing that you want to do when you want to attract a Leo man is to allow him to make small decisions because he wants to be seen as a leader. Leo men are very outgoing. They often identify with the role of the leader. And if you then allow him to make small decisions in your relationship, for example, where you go out to dinner, at what time you meet, if you allow him these decisions, this can then help him to feel like the leader in the relationship, and then he will feel valued in the relationship. And be the confident partner that he wants, because he's very confident in his abilities. Leo men tend to be very confident and very straightforward, and they also want to date their equal. So if you want to attract a Leo man, then it's actually a good thing if you are a confident woman. And so many of my Skype coaching clients believe that their confidence makes them less attractive. But if you focus on attracting the right man, then confidence makes you more attractive. In fact, I know a lot of very successful men who want to date confident women. And when it comes to Leo men, they specifically choose confident partners. And don't always say no to events and parties, because he's very outgoing. A Leo man wants to be seen. He wants others to see him. He wants the attention. He loves to stand on the podium. He loves to stand in the limelight. And that's something that you need to allow him. If you, for example, are very introverted and you don't want to leave the house, and you also get uncomfortable and jealous when he leaves the house, when he goes somewhere, then it will be very hard for you to keep such a man, even though you can of course still make him devoted to you. And if you want to know how you can make your Leo man or any other guy devoted to you, then you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted. Then you can watch this video till the very end, and if you're ready, you can then invest in the devotion sequence, which is in my humble opinion the best program for every woman who wants to make her man devoted to her. And be ready to try out new activities and date ideas, because he easily gets bored and wants adventure. And no, I don't mean that he will sleep with another woman, that he will cheat on you. That's not what I mean when I'm talking about easily getting bored. I mean his lifestyle, his adventures. He's seeking adventures. A Leo man is an adventurer. And that's why you have to be creative, or at least allow him to be creative when it comes to your date ideas. And you also want to be ready to try out new activities and new date ideas, and later on in the relationship, maybe also 1 or 2 new things in the bedroom. And I have to be honest with you, attracting a Leo man can be a bit exhausting, because he needs a lot of attention. In fact, attracting any man can be exhausting, because maybe you don't know whether or not he likes you. You don't know what you should text him. You don't know how you can interpret his text messages, and you don't know how you can make him commit to you. If you're struggling with all these things, or with one of these things, and you have a specific guy in mind, there's a specific man that you want to date, then you can click on the second link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/Skype, book a Skype coaching session with me, and I can help you to get and to keep this man. And communicate your financial and emotional independence to him. Leo men are very independent, and they want women who are independent. And yes, that's true for financial independence. You want to communicate to him that you don't want to be dependent on him. But it's also about emotional dependence. He needs to have the feeling that you love your life, that you are not dependent on him when it comes to your own happiness. And when you can communicate this independence, then a Leo man will be all over you. And be there for him when he's struggling, because he might be confident, but also vulnerable. Leo man can be best described as strong on the outside and vulnerable on the inside. And if you follow this principle, if you allow him to be the leader, if you allow him to make at least a certain number of decisions in your relationship, but at the same time you are there for him when he struggles and you are his support, then this man will fall in love with you. and reveal your emotions and open up to him, because like I mentioned before, he has a vulnerable side and he really appreciates it when you also show your vulnerable side. And by showing your vulnerable side, you then allow him to open up more to you. And that's something that universally works with all men, but it works especially well with Leo men, because when he sees that you open up first, then he can allow himself to let go of his ego and to then also open up to you. And make it clear that you like him. Playing hard to get is the worst thing you can do when it comes to dating and attracting a Leo man. He wants you to be straightforward because he is very straightforward, he's very direct, he doesn't want you to beat around the bush, and he for sure doesn't want you to play any games. And that's why the best thing you can do is to make him devoted to you. And like I said before, if you want to know how you can do that, you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted. And one thing you have to keep in mind when you want to attract a Leo man is that the Leo man can be extremely loyal when you look past his playboy image. Yes, he's a leader. Yes, he's outgoing. Yes, he wants attention. And as a result of these three qualities, a lot of women instinctively, automatically assume that this man can't be loyal. But that's simply not true. Just because he's outgoing, just because he's a leader, and just because he wants attention, doesn't mean that he can't be faithful in a relationship. In fact, he's also very vulnerable, and in the same way as he appreciates loyalty in his partner, he's also more than ready to be loyal to the woman he loves. And if you now still struggle with the Leo man that you want to attract, then you can of course book a Skype coaching session with me. We talk about everything and I show you how you can get him and keep him. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.